Okay, oftentimes when I ask this question in front of a brand new introduction to sociology class, everybody kind of looks at me for a second and everybody's a little bit hesitant. So, what's sociology? Usually somebody answers in a way that they're actually like asking a question. They're like, psychology? So, um, no, not exactly. Psychology like has all those aspects of the brain and I think, it's interpersonal relations and things along those lines. Sociology, sometimes they say it like it starts like with three people, like it's large scale society stuff. You know all of it too. But it's the institutions that we're a part of and looking at our lived experiences in a larger way. So that's actually one of the concepts that's going to be coming up quickly that is a main concept in sociology. But the way that I like to describe what sociology is with a box of crayons. So this basic small box of 8 crayons, what colors are in it, right? Red, blue, green, orange, yellow, white, black, and brown, I believe, are in there. And so if I were to hand you this box of crayons, you could draw anything, right? Maybe you're like, no, I couldn't. I'm a terrible artist. But like, you still could draw anything. And if you were a skilled artist, you could, do shading and all kinds of stuff. That's the same way that your sociological knowledge works. You're coming into this class with an 8 box of crayons. You can draw everything. You live in society. You know how it goes. You've been living in it all your life. Like, you know everything. And I'm not doing a very good job of selling a sociology class then, right? Because I'm like, sociology, don't worry about it. So then, how would I get you to be slightly intrigued by taking a sociology class if I just told you, no, you don't need it? Ready? With the sharpener in the back, like all the colors. Remember how the boxes, like they have like green, yellow, and yellow, green, and red, orange, and orange, red. You've got it all now. It's the same kind of skills, right? The same, like you've got plenty of colors with the 8, but now that you have 64, everything's going to be a little bit more nuanced. Like there's going to be all different kinds of shades of everything. And so you're just going to see everything that you know in new, more detailed ways. And you want to know what my really cheesy line is about this all? You ready? It's pretty bad. Sociology makes our life, I can't even say it without like starting to make myself laugh. Okay, you can't see my face, but I'm, trying to put my serious teacher face on. Sociology makes our life more colorful. See, I told you it was bad. Okay, other little things about sociology. You got to start to break down the assumptions that you may have. And you need to kind of approach it like with a little bit of humility. I learned many, many, many things that after like that moment in sociology, it's like, oh, I didn't think about how that would impact somebody else because it's never really impacted me. So a big part of sociology is kind of asking ourselves, where did our ideas come from? We look at critical thinking in this course early on too, and that's a big part of it, is where did I learn this knowledge and becoming somebody who questions. My favorite question in the whole wide world, it's like I'm a perpetual 3-year-old, is why? Why? Why do we do what we do? Why do we act the way that we act? Why does society persist in the ways that it persists? Why are things fair or unfair? Like what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us is a question that I think comes up a lot. But like just being open to questions, open to new ideas, open to respecting others' lived experiences. That's not something that is always integrated into many academic topics, but it sure as heck is in sociology. Sociology has a lot of heart and soul. And so hopefully you get to have that experience in your learning this semester too. Okay, so like I said, these large scale things, we're going to be looking a little bit at research and a little bit at the socialization. I love socialization. And a little bit of gender, which is weird because I usually teach a gender class and get to spend the entire semester looking at gender too. And things like race and inequalities, aspects of family, our education, and then ultimately social change. just kind of looking at some of the things that we're going to be doing this semester as we kind of go through and analyze all these sociological topics. So get your crayons ready. Thank you for being willing to open yourself up to possibly new ideas and or kind of scrutinizing that why. Why do we do what we do?